Dear students, today we will learn how to account for the transactions in relation to companies, and our first topic is issue of shares at par. Before going to discuss issue of shares at par and the entries in relation to the issue of shares at par, first we will discuss the term share. Now, what is share? Share is a small unit of capital of a joint stock company. The term share is used only in case of joint stock companies and cooperative societies and corporation like business. In case of sole proprietorship or partnership business, there is no concept of share capital. So the term share is used only in case of joint stock companies, cooperative societies and corporation like business. So share is a very small fractional unit of capital with a very small denomination of the total capital. So share is a small unit of capital of a joint stock company. Now there is an example to illustrate the concept of share. The total capital of a joint stock company is rupees 10 lakhs. Say, either we can divide it into 10 lakh units of denomination of rupee 1 each. If we divide the total share capital of rupees 10 lakhs into of rupee 1 each, then there will be 10 lakh units. Total capital remains same. Now we can divide it into 1 lakh units of denomination of rupees 10 each. So if a small unit valued rupees 10 each, then we can divide the total capital into 1 lakh units. Now if the denomination of each unit increased to rupees 100, then the number of units will be reduced to 10,000 units. So all these units are known as share, and all these denominations rupee 1, rupee 10 or rupee 100 are known as the face value or nominal value of the share. That we have presented here. Units implies shares and denominations implies face or nominal value. That is, if the company has 10 lakh shares of rupee 1 each, the total capital is rupees 10 lakh. If the company has 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each, the total capital is also rupees 10 lakh. If the company has 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each, then they have so that we have written here. Units are called shares. That is, the company has either 10 lakh shares or 1 lakh shares or 10,000 shares, and their face value or nominal value are either rupees 1 or rupees 10 or rupees 100 each respectively. Every joint stock company has to raise their capital by issuing shares to the general public in case of public limited company, or by distributing shares among the promoters and the relatives, friends through private placement in case of private limited company. With respect to this, we have to remember one thing. There are two types of companies. One is private limited company, another is public limited company. Public limited company is liable to issue all the shares to the general public, while in case of private limited company, they are not liable to issue the shares among the general public. They only can distribute the shares among the promoters and their relatives and friends through private placement. Now we may discuss the different perspective of issue of shares, what we have discussed in our latter part, that is perspective of issue of shares. First perspective, on the basis of nature of company. That is, if it is a private limited company, there would be private placement of shares. If it is public limited company, there would be public issue of shares. And public issue of share means shares issued among the general public, and private placement of share means shares distributed among the promoters and the relatives and their friends. Now, on the basis of second perspective, that is on the basis of consideration, that is against the issue of shares, the company can raise capital in cash or in other modes, that is in terms of assets or etc. So, if it is received in cash, then that should be termed as issue of shares for cash, and if it is in terms of assets other than cash, then issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Now, issue of shares for cash can be done in two ways, that is shares payable in lump sum, that is the total value of shares and shares capital should be collected by the company at a time in lump sum. Shares payable in installments, if the face value of shares are divided into different installments and the company raises their capital by installments or by phase, then that should be termed as shares payable in installments. And installments are generally named as application, allotment and call. First installment is known as application, that is the money to be sent to the application by the applicants of share. Allotment, while the company is allotting the shares among the applicants, after allotment they instruct the shareholders or allottees to pay the next installment. That's why the second installment is known as allotment. And if there is any subsequent installment, that should be termed as call. Call may be divided into first call, second call, final call in this way. Now come to the third perspective, on the basis of issue price. The company may issue the shares at its face value or at its face value higher than the at the value higher than the face value or at the value lower than the face value. If it is issued at par, then issue price equal to face value. That is, the company is issuing their shares at the face value or at the nominal value. Issue of shares at premium. If the issue price is greater than the face value, then the issue is known as the issue of shares at premium. If the issue price is less than the face value, then that issue is known as the issue of shares at discount. Now, accounting for issue of shares at par. Now, if it is lump sum issue, only the nominal value of shares issued should be collected at a time. The required journal entry is bank account debit to share capital, the total amount of nominal value. If it is issued by installment, the installment may be termed as application, allotment, call, maybe first call, second call, etc. The required journal entries for collection of different installments are: for application money received, the journal entry is bank account debit to share application account, number of shares into application money per share. Amount should be calculated in this way. For application money refunded with respect to application rejected, if there is any application that the company has rejected, then application money received with respect to those applications should be refunded, and the entry is share application account debit to bank account, number of application rejected into application money per share. For application money transferred to share capital, that is with respect to valid applications or accepted applications, the share application money should be transferred to share capital account. So, share application account debit to share capital, number of valid application into application money per share. Or for excess application money, if adjusted with the allotment, then share application account debit to share allotment account. This is applicable in case of pro rata allotment. For allotment money due to be received, here it is required to be remembered that the application money should be paid by the applicants while they are applying to the company. But from the next installment and onwards, from allotment and call, in respect of allotment and call, the company shall place their demand to the shareholders to pay the allotment money or to pay the call money. That's why from allotment onward, the allotment money or call money due should be accounted for first, then should be received. For allotment money due to be received, share allotment account debit to share capital, number of shares subscribed into allotment money per share. For allotment money received in full, if the full amount of share allotment money received, bank account debit to share allotment. If some shareholders fail to pay allotment money, then what we have actually received for this bank account will be debited, that is number of shares for which money received into allotment money per share. Our call scenario for the amount not received with respect to allotment, number of shares for which money not received into allotment money per share to share allotment account. For call money due to be received, share call account debit to share capital account. For call money received in full, bank account debit to share call. If some shareholders fail to pay call money, then bank account debit, call scenario debit for the amount not received to share call account. Now, if there is first call and second call, then call account should be replaced by first call, second call, final call in this way. Now, depending upon the types of share, there are two types of share, equity share and preference shares. The share capital, share application, share allotment, share call account will be prefixed by the word equity or preference. So, if equity shares are issued, then we have to credit equity share capital account. We have to use the term equity share allotment, equity share application, equity share call. If it is preference shares, then we have to credit preference share capital account and to use preference share application, preference share allotment and preference share call account. Now, the first illustration. Sunshine Limited registered with a capital of rupees 10 lakhs divided into 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. The board of directors of the company issued 80,000 shares to the public at par, payable as rupees 3 on application, 4 on allotment and the balance on call. So, the shares are issued at par, that is rupees 10, 3 on application, 4 on allotment. So, altogether it comes to 7. So, the balance means rupees 3 on call. The public subscribed for 75,000 shares and paid in full. That is, the company issued 80,000 shares, but public only subscribed for 75,000 shares, that is public applied for 75,000 shares only. So, company should allot only 75,000 shares, not 80,000 shares to the applicants. So, on the basis of 75,000 the problem will be solved in the books of Sunshine Limited, journal, debit, credit. Now, for application money received on 75,000 shares at the rate rupees 3, bank account debit to equity share application account. For equity share application money received for 75,000 shares at the rate rupees 3 each, 2,25,000, 2,25,000. All the applicants are allotted with shares, that is 75,000 applicants are allotted with 75,000 shares. So, the next entry is equity share application account debit to equity share capital account 2,25,000. Next, the allotment money should be demanded by the company. So, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. For equity share allotment money due to be received on 75,000 shares at the rate rupees 4 each, that is 3 lakhs as per board's resolution number and dated. Now, allotment money received, bank account debit to equity share allotment account for share allotment money received in full 3 lakhs. Now, equity share call money should be shown as due. So, equity share call account debit to equity share capital account, equity share call money due to be received on 75,000 shares at the rate rupees 3 each as per board's resolution number dated. So, 2,25,000, 2,25,000. Now, the call money received in full, bank account debit to equity share call account 2,25,000, 2,25,000. Now, come to the second illustration. Moonshine Limited has an authorized capital of rupees 5 lakhs divided into 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. The company issued 40,000 shares at par, payable as rupees 3 on application, 3 on allotment, 2 on first call and the rest on final call. So, on final call, first the value per share 336 to 88 and rupees 2 on final call. The public applied for 42,000 shares. The company issued 40,000 shares here, but the public applied for 42,000 shares. So there is excess application of 2,000 shares. Normally the company reject the excess application. The company allotted 40,000 shares among the applicants by rejecting excess applications. So 2,000 application rejected. So in respect of rejected applications, the application money received on those applications should be refunded first, and the rest 40,000 applicants should be allotted with 40,000 shares. The company realized all money except allotment and calls on 500 shares held by Amol. So Amol is a applicant or shareholder who failed to pay allotment and call money, first call and final call money on 500 shares. So come to the solution in the books of Moonshine Limited journal. Now application received 42,000 at the rate rupees 3 each. Bank account debit to equity share application 1,26,000, 1,26,000. Now equity share application account debit 1,26,000, 1,26,000. Now out of which application money in respect of 2,000 applications refunded. So 2,000 into 3, 6,000 refunded. That's why bank account credited, and the balance 40,000 into rupees 3, 1,20,000 transferred to equity share capital account. So narration written here: for share application money refunded on 2,000 excess applications and transferred to equity share capital account on 40,000 shares as per board's resolution number dated. Now the equity share allotment account due. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. In respect of 40,000 shares, there is due of rupees 3 per share on allotment. So for equity share allotment money due to be received as per board's resolution number dated 1,20,000, 1,20,000. Now while we are realizing the allotment money, then a shareholder Amol failed to pay his allotment money with respect to his 500 shares. So the amount received with respect to 39,500 shares into rupees 3, that is 1,18,500. That's why bank account debited 1,18,500. And the amount not received with respect to allotment 500 into 3, that is calls in area account debit 1,500. To equity share allotment account credited 1,20,000, 1,20,000. Now first call should be shown as due. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital 40,000 into rupees 2, 80,000, 80,000. For equity share allotment money due to be received as per board's resolution number dated. Now while we are realizing the first call money, then also the same person Ram failed to pay first call money. So in respect of his 500 shares, there is amount unrealized to the extent of rupees 1,000, that is 500 into rupees 2, 1,000, and the amount received with respect to 39,500 shares into rupees 2, 79,000. So bank account debit, calls in area account debit to equity share first call account. Now equity share final call due. Equity share final call account debit to equity share capital 40,000 into rupees 2, 80,000, 80,000. And in the similar way, while we are receiving the amount on final call, then the Amol also failed to pay the final call money. So bank account debit 39,500 into 2, 79,000. Calls in area account debit 500 into 2, 1,000. Equity share final call account to equity share final call account rupees 80,000. So today up to this, please see our next video.